Every Saturday night, it's Bellator live on MTV2 and in HD on FX2 with the Bellator prelims on Spike.com. Bellator 54 from Atlantic City, New Jersey. We open with the Bellator feature fight at the catchweight of 187 pounds, Jacob Kirwin versus Louis Rumsey.
This is a fight in which both guys tried to finish with guillotines early. You see Rumsey going for it here, but once Kirwin was on top, this beautiful mounted guillotine hit pressure in, causes the tap in the first round. Kirwin so emotional, so ecstatic to get his first win inside the Bellator cage.
Next up, a Bellator feature fight in the light heavyweight division. Ryan Cataldi versus Tim Carpenter.
Tim Carpenter, known for his jiu-jitsu, not for his knockout power. Cataldi tried to bang with him until this beautiful uppercut flattened him in the first round. Tim Carpenter gets the first knockout win of his career.
On then to a Bellator feature fight, non-title at the catchweight of 136 pounds. Ryan Roberts versus Bellator's reigning 135-pound world champion, Zach Makovsky.
Both these guys pride themselves on their wrestling, but Zach Makovsky, you could tell, had been working on his kickboxing, landing accurate strikes, but it was his bread and butter that won this fight for him. A beautiful north-south choke as he gets the submission in the first round.
Next is the start of the middleweight tournament semifinal round and semifinal number 1. The Brazilian Vitor Vianna versus Brian Baker.
Brian Baker came out with no respect for the striking of Vitor Vianna, and he paid for it with this beautiful overhand right, and then he followed up with some beautiful hammer fist ground and pound. He gets the TKO win in the first round and moves on to the finals.
And finally, middleweight tournament semifinal number 2. Brian Rogers versus the Russian Alexander Shlemenko.
Both of these guys known as heavy hitters, and this fight did not disappoint. Brian Rogers landed some great right hands early on in the first round, rocked the Russian more than once, very accurate, actually put him on the floor, but Alexander Shlemenko showed that Russian toughness, stayed in the fight, and found his range in the second round, ending this fight against the fence with these beautiful knees right on the temple. He gets the stoppage, yet another TKO victory in the second round. He moves on to the finals for the second time.
Bellator Season 5 middleweight tournament final is now set. It will be Vitor Vianna versus Alexander Shlemenko. For the latest Bellator news and information, it's Bellator.com.
We're down to the Final Four in Bellator's bantamweight tournament. And live next Saturday after his devastating KO of Joe Warren, Alexis Villa now faces Marcos Calvo, with Ed West taking on Eduardo Dantas, all fighting for a place in the tournament finals. Wow. The all-new Bellator next Saturday at 9, 8 Central, live on MTV2 and FX2.